Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing good. Today's episode is going to be episode 6, I believe, of the Crochet Café series. Now, I do believe that is pancakes. I'll correct myself, oh gosh. Yes, it is pancakes. Yay! Okay, I don't actually feel like this is going to take too long to make, which is good because the heat right now in the UK is ridiculous. It's like 35 degrees over here, which is like 106, 107 in like Fahrenheit or whatever you guys measure it in. We are going to get started. We're going to get pancake colours, so tan yarn and a darker tan yarn, apparently. Okay, that's for syrup. Nope, no it's not. Okay. I'm going to be crocheting downstairs because I want to be with my dogs, but it is currently way hotter upstairs than it is downstairs, and I have flat-faced dogs, so I do not want to put them in the torture of being upstairs. So we are going to grab our yarn, probably just for the pancakes first. We've got to make 3. Seem pretty simple. It says to put cardboard in the middle, but I feel like with plush yarn we won't have to use the cardboard, hopefully, because there are 2 sides to the pancake. I have actually already made pancakes here, these guys. But we're going to make these pancakes actually, and we can see what the difference is. I'm going to stop waffling now, and we're going to go get our pancake yarn. Okay, I'm downstairs. If you can hear my fan, I do apologise. We are going to be using this colour by Premier Parfait Chunky in Almond Butter. I do believe it is one of the newer colours. And this cream is the same way, by Jelly Baby. Signet in Vanilla Milkshake. In my last pancakes, I did use a different... Do you mind, chicken? Do you mind? Do you mind? In my last pancakes, I did use a slightly different colour, but for the shade in the book, I do feel like this is basically spot on. So we are going to be using this one. So yeah, let's start crocheting. Looks like we're going to have to do an outside pull, and I hate doing outside pulls. Yay! I'm probably going to start with I'm probably going to use a 4.5 millimeter, if I can find it. Just a little reminder, don't let your dogs sit on yarn, because they might get their paw stuck in it and they might get it wrapped around their body. For some reason that tends to happen, and I don't know how, but yeah. It's not going very flat. I've put the eyes in where it told me to put the eyes in. This is probably where we need cardboard. But I'm hoping when I do the second layer this will just like flatten, maybe, because I have to, well, I don't know if I have to sew them together, but I might sew them together. I'm hoping that when they're on top of each other, they might just, you know, flatten a little bit, hopefully. But yeah, here's our first pancake so far. So we now need to do one more round of the cream, and then we do invisible decreases to close it. and then we make 2 more. So I hope it looks okay. This heat is driving me absolutely insane. We ended up actually, why does it keep making that noise every time I press film? We actually ended up adding cardboard to it because it just wasn't very flat. I mean, it still looks a little bit funny, but it's a lot flatter than it was. So I'm just hoping that it looks okay in the end. You know, you've got to trust the process with stuff like this. So we're gonna do the bottom of it, and then yeah, like I said, that'll be our first little guy done. He is looking really cute, and I put the eyes in, so. It is way too hot, honestly. We have finished our first pancake. It's definitely taken longer than expected. I think the main thing I struggled with was to get it as flat as possible. The white bit, I think, is supposed to be on the edge, and it's kind of underneath. I mean, you can still kind of see it on the edge, but yeah. Anyway, we have one pancake. We need to add a mouth, but can't be asked to go upstairs and get the yarn, I'm not gonna lie. So we're going to start on the next pancake and hope maybe it doesn't look as bad, but I guess when we put them on top of each other you're not really going to see the bottom anyway, so. Hey, it's the next day. Please ignore the state of me, okay? It is way too hot. In my house right now, it's currently 34 degrees. 34. It's got that hot. Even schools have been shut down for the next few days because people just can't handle the heat, okay? So it's really hot, and I haven't managed to make any more of the pancakes today. I got caught up with listing stuff on my website, but I'm about to go live, so I thought, why not do it on live to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Video. Live. Bam. So yeah. So we're gonna hopefully finish off the pancake. Sorry if you can hear my fan and ignore the state of what it's making me look like. But does anybody else's dogs do this, right? So obviously I have 2 flat-faced dogs, so it is very important that I keep them as cool as possible. And I do that water every hour with fresh water out the fridge, and I've got fans on them at all times, and I even bought them a paddling pool to stay as cool as possible, and then they go and stick themselves in front of the sun and pant, and I'm like, what? Why are you doing that to yourself? There's every opportunity for them to stay as cool as possible, and then they go and stick themselves in the sun, where it's like 35 degrees, which is like, I don't know, like 100 and something Fahrenheit. What? Why? Why does that have to happen? We have a problem. Okay, so we have made the second pancake. Cute. I know. But they've come out 2 completely different sizes. Now I have done the exact same amount of stitches, the exact same amount of rows. I've done nothing different. The only thing I can think of it being, my hair is awful right now, is the cardboard. I can't squish this one down because of the cardboard, and I'm trying to extend this and it doesn't extend. So, I don't know what to do. So surely... Dude. I mean, I know no pancakes are the same size, but like these ones are supposed to be. So let's just hope that the third one ends up at least one of these sizes and not bigger or smaller. Okay, so it says to put eyes in the pancakes, right? So we have eyes in these two pancakes, but to stack them on top of each other, you're not going to be able to see the eyes from the pancake underneath. So I think what I'm going to do is have the bigger one at the bottom, and then I'm making this one, and I'm not going to put eyes in it, and I'm going to put that one in the middle, and I'm going to put this one on top because apparently the top one has eyes as well, and I'm going to make the syrup and stick it to the top one. So yeah, this guy's got eyes for no reason, but I'm hoping when I obviously glue them together, you're not even going to be able to tell that there's any eyes in it. So yeah, but I just thought I'd let you guys know that. I don't really know why, but I just thought I would. But we are going to colour change now to cream, which is the middle part, and we are going to do the middle part. Yeah. We are currently on live. So I made the third pancake. I'll show you that in a second. We have made the butter. It literally just looks like this. It's like just a little square butter. And now we need to make the syrup. So I am using Premier in the colour Teddy Bear for the syrup. And it doesn't look like it's going to be too long, although the syrup's on that page. Okay, so now we're going to do the syrup and then we're done. But like, well, I need to hot glue and everything. But yeah, so the big part's done once I've done the syrup. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to do it on live. So if you are on my live, hello. Thank you for being there. Okay, I am not going to lie. It is about 4 days later. After the last clip, I just became really unwell. And yeah, I've been in bed for the last 4 days. I've been trying to make shorts when I'm up and about. The best I can, but yeah, so I haven't been well at all, and this video is already late, so whether we feel ill now or not, I feel better than what I've been, but we just need to get this video up as soon as we can. Yeah, if you notice anything different, I also got my hair done the day I started to feel ill, but it wasn't till the evening that I started to feel really unwell, and then that was when, yeah. Okay, so I think the last clip, we hot glued the bottom two pancakes together, and we now have to sew the butter onto the syrup and the syrup onto the top pancake, so we can hot glue the top pancake onto the other two pancakes. Can you hear the rain? I don't know if you can hear the rain. Anyway, we managed to sew the butter and the syrup onto this bad boy. These two are right together, like you saw. So now I think I'm going to put this one like around here and then hot glue it on, and then we need to give it a mouth. It is the same day, I just got something down my other top. Don't know why I just felt like I needed to put that out there. It is currently 5 to 7, and I go live at 7. So I'm going to hot glue this on now and add the mouth now and try and get that done in the next 4.5 minutes before we go live. If not, I'll just go live and do it, I guess. So So yeah, let's get this bad boy finished, just so it's done and out of the way, so I can edit this video and upload it. Okay, mouth is on. Now I just obviously need to kind of, yeah. And then hot glue, it's currently 7, so we need to go live. And I'm going to plug my hot glue gun in now and start that. And then on live, we are making a dinosaur in Parfait Chunky in Dusty Maeve. And I'm actually, I don't know, I'm so excited to finish it, make it, do it, I don't know. But yeah, I know, it's going to be so cute. Okay guys, I have hot glued them together and they're done. Here is our stack of pancakes. What do you think? I feel like out of all the stuff that we have made via the Crochet Cafe book, this one's come out okay compared to the rest of them. These will be on my website. Everything that I make out of my Crochet Cafe book will be listed on my website, and I'll leave that in the link in the description. I tend to do them just a little bit cheaper, just because, yeah, they look really bad. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!